Hello, good people of the internet, and welcome to Famipod, a podcast for family where we discuss all the important gaming news you need to know about, like AI is bad and there's no hope for the future, Xbox is bad but maybe there's hope for the future, and other things like what we've been playing and stuff like that. I am Ryan, your host, and with me I have my two dudes, Mr. Dennis and Mr. Curly. Dennis,
hello.
Curly,
It's me,
Coily. Family, right? That means we're brothers.
Oh, my gaming brothers. I like it, but
I don't know if we've ever established that. Maybe Ryan is daddy.
Cousins. I don't like that.
Daddy Rai. I'll be Daddy Curly. You know?
Nope, I'm good.
I don't think I want to be dad.
You
right,
are
son.
dad. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, I don't want to be y'all's fathers.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Famipod, family podcast, as we've rebranded.
A family podcast, not an independent podcast.
It's a podcast for the family. And for those listening now, it's our first episode on audio services. But secretly, it's not yet, but it will be.
Yes.
Now you do this every time we do a podcast. One day we'll be on Spotify.
No,
but
this is real this time because we're organized because of Dennis.
Yeah, that's it. We're here.
This is my voice.
I mean, it's all up to Ryan because he's the one in charge of that.
All right, man. Well,
it's going to be up live tonight, babies. Let's go.
I mean, here's the thing. The episode will be live on YouTube tonight. I will get this down and published up to YouTube
tonight
before I go to sleep tonight.
Just schedule for in the morning. Who uploads a video at 12 at night?
I just meant like I'll have it pulled and then ready to publish for tomorrow.
Hey, man,
like,
I appreciate you and everything that you're doing. You know, good on you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier now that I have access to your your Twitch and stuff, and I'm not cockblocked by MFA. You know.
Don't you guys love podcasts about making podcasts?
That's pretty great. Hey, we're here to talk about some games or some depressing news in games, and maybe some not some depressing news in games. I guess let's tee this off. We have a lot of misfortune regarding AI in the gaming industry these days. So much more so at the start of this year. I want to kick this off with let's talk about what RAM shortages, AIs in gaming, the controversy around Larian, and even a little bit of Sandfall, even though not really. Dennis, you kick us off. How you feeling? What's going on?
AI sucks.
AI sucks.
Whoa!
I like it. Curly,
That's a hot take. That's a hot take, everybody. Turns out our AI god overlord does indeed suck. You know?
I mean, so like to bring in the first story, which is like Baldur's Gate 3 Studio says it won't use AI for concept art or writing, and this is just Larian, or more specifically, the CEO Sven Vinke doing damage control after saying they were using AI to make it Divinity. It's like, what did you expect? I think among when it comes to the gaming audience specifically is unusually against AI.
Yeah,
it is probably the largest group that is against AI, like almost entirely against it. Almost any other interest field or bubble or whatever, it's way more not everyone.
I would say art in general it over encompasses, because like my son, for example, does a lot of drawing, graphic art kind of stuff, and I mean that community I don't live in, but it's the same there. But any kind of,
okay, I guess I mean more in terms of consumer, kind of spheres.
And dude, you know,
of course,
it's
basically any creative sphere hates AI.
And you guys correct me and educate me if I say something dumb or that's wrong, because like I'm not fully up to speed on this. This shit's happening way too fast, like to even like keep up with, honestly. But like, so AI has become like this bad trigger word. Like in general, like AI isn't evil. Like if it's used as like a tool. The issue is specifically like generative AI. Is that like it's one thing to use like, because fucking every video game you play literally has artificial intelligence. That's how the computers move around and shit. But that's not exactly
the same.
It's not the same, because
It's not
generative
the same.
AI
Yeah.
is literally stealing sources of what artists make and making something new and creative out of it. It's literally like stealing artwork. That's the big issue. But like, there are ways to use it non-maliciously or non-bullshittily. But like, the problem is that's how it's being used. like transparently, that's just how it's being used. It's being used as a shortcut rather than a creative tool, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna reach an impasse with the game, like with gaming, because it's such a volatile market and it's such an expensive market for developers that. Yes, the industry as a whole, the consumers as a whole are very much against AI, and like every studio that's accused of it gets a red flag. Expedition 33 caught flag for it, Larian's catching flag for it. But the list of games and studios that are using it, like you're gonna have to make concessions, or you're gonna have to not play games coming up. Like gamers are gonna have a decision to make very soon, because like I have a list pulled up from Reset Era of games that use AI in some fashion, and if you have a hard stance against it, which granted I totally agree, like art should be kept sacred, but we're gonna have to make decisions real fast as a gaming community or as just individuals on where our principles lie and what games we're gonna boycott and not play. And I'll go through this list after you have said your piece, Dennis. But I think we're at an impasse.
Go ahead.
All right, so just right off the jump, Arc Raiders voice acting trained on VAs with consent. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, The Finals, Deadlock, Inzoi, High on Life, Let It Die, The Great Rebellion, The Altars came out this year, Metal Eden this year, Fortnite. This one's weird, but it was live voice chatting with an LLM of Darth Vader. The Outlast Trials, PUBG, a lot of shooters. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. And then Clay Obscure Expedition 33 is on here for in-game posters and placeholder images. A lot of concept art accusations, right? That's what Larian was accused of, and that's what Expedition 33 is accused of. Things that didn't make it into the final product of the game, but were used in the concept art of the phase.
With Claire Obscure, like as far as I understand, none of it is in the game anymore. It was just like a few things that they forgot to replace when they released it. And like with the expediency that they did replace it, it was probably an asset that they had and they just forgot to replace it because they're like fucking 20 people. Of course, they're gonna miss something in a game that big, And
that's kind of like sort of my point on like the using as a tool. Like if you're using it as like a placeholder because you don't have a voice actor's lines or whatever, but need to make an animation or whatever like that, like. I don't really see the harm in it done that way. Again, if it's not in the final product, if it's used as a tool for developing, if you're using your own assets, like that's one thing. Granted, then you get into a gray area of like, is the AI placeholder then influencing the real product? That might be
exactly
not okay.
That is my biggest gripe with it.
Yeah.
Because like I have, when making my game, for instance, like I don't have any of the story parts of it done at all, even though I could like start to make it and use kind of like AI voices and stuff like that to do kind of the first step of them. But the reason why I haven't done any of that is because I don't want that AI performance to influence any part of the final product. When it comes to when we actually get a real actor. Like, I don't want that person to be influenced at all by this.
It's like, hey,
I don't want
listen to this take and then, give me your best performance. That's already like,
exactly.
well.
Exactly. And like I don't want myself to be influenced at all by that performance when it comes to how I end up making the scene or whatever, because I want there to be a real creative person.
Hold up.
That
Jet says
made it.
Ryan and Dennis breathing sounds weird.
Oh.
Breathing?
I will try not to breathe. Hold on.
Y'all stop breathing real quick.
I mean, I have like noise suppression on, so like
I'm just capturing
when I'm breathing.
I'm just capturing straight into Discord audio. I don't know what it would be. Weird. Maybe I need to turn you guys down.
I fixed it. Don't worry.
I might be dying in like a minute, but that's fine.
I've got loads of steel. I got 3 minutes tops.
No, I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany a while ago when it comes to AI. I don't know. I don't think I have gone through this spiel on the show, but like, like how a lot of people are comparing AI to previous like revolutions in production, like the printing press, like computers, like whatever, like these things that were initially made by hand and then you could make them with machines much more efficiently,
Yeah.
There are various examples of that through history. And a lot of people are saying AI is just the latest one of those. And like, I've always felt weird about that. And of course, I am biased because I am the one getting replaced this time, as a creative person. Like, I am the one who's actually being threatened this time. So of course, I have some amount of bias when it comes to this. But I feel that there is a difference here. And the difference that I've come up with is that when in the past, like when the printing press or whatever was made, before that, if someone had to create multiple copies of like the Bible or a newspaper or whatever, it was literally a person who had to sit and write by hand the entire fucking Bible. But the Bible already existed. It was already a work that existed, that someone made. And then someone else just made more copies of them. What the machine replaced was the tedious work of making multiple more versions of the same thing. With AI, you're replacing the creation process to begin with. You're not replacing the production process, or the copying process, because in the digital world where AI mostly exists, you can just copy paste. There is no limitation to how many things you can make out of anything, because it's just a file. And if you remember, like, that was one thing that they tried to remove with NFTs. Like, the entire point of NFTs was to make the digital space not copyable, so that you had like a picture and you couldn't copy the picture. You had to make another picture that is its own entity. And of course, that didn't make any sense because it's not the picture, it's not the tag attached to the picture that has value. It's the picture that has value.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if NFTs had been successful, then AI would have actually been useful in terms of replicating something that already exists, which sounds so stupid.
Sorry, we got a live chat from Drusophone. Who's my friend Andy. He said this Arby's ad is long as fuck. That one got me. I'm sorry. So okay. There's a couple points I have to make, and again, like I'm conflicted on this whole thing entirely, because like I'd be a complete hypocrite if I said I never used AI, because I literally use it at my job. I'm in IT, and like there's a lot that it does help me with on, like you said, tedious shit that like isn't necessarily creative at all. Like it's literally like, hey, I need a PowerShell script to remove this person from this distribution list, and it'll pop out that script in like a half a second versus me fucking Googling for 15 minutes on how to do it. Not that specific example, but getting even further in on like different scripts and encoding and bullshit like that like either I don't have the time to learn at that moment, or B, don't have the time because it's my job, and if I don't get it done efficiently, I'm not going to have the job. But like there are some use cases where I do like think it's acceptable. And again, I'm not, gonna just say like this is perfectly fine. Like I am conflicted about it, because I hate that it's used for, stealing and art and creativity when it could be used for actually helpful things. Like, I don't know, fucking train AI to fix global warming or something. I don't know, make it do something good, like rather than replace artists. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
AI is being used in medical purposes.
So I mean,
that is a great, like that is like an area where I don't really care if it replaces jobs or whatever, if it means that we cure cancer.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Like that's great, but like there will still have to be real medical professionals that have to act on those things.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, granted, who knows in like 2 years if AI is going to completely replace my job? I have no idea. But for the time being, like, if I can use it as a tool and not fucking, let it completely replace me, I'm still the human element. I'm still contacting my clients. I'm using that for platforms and in ways that, like, they would know how to use it for. Or at the time, I don't even know how I need to use it for. I use it in conjunction with actual shit. But, like, again, it's just, like you said, in the field and in the universe where we are in creativity with movie, TV shows, video games, like it just needs to stay out of that. Like, I don't know. I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too in this situation, because people are going to fucking do it, because corporations are going to look for any shortcuts to save money. And that's fucking capitalism. Yay! Like,
what I found with this is that, like, I definitely agree with you, Curly, when it comes to like the idea that I don't think the concept of this technology is inherently bad, and I think there are legitimate use cases for it. And earlier on, I was definitely like way more on that train of like, come on, people are like hating on it too much, or people are way too okay with AI. But like what I've found over time is that I don't think there is room for a gray area in this discussion, because right now there is literally the entire world's amount of money for AI, and there is like the art world, gamers, and people who are bad on social media. Those are the people against it.
Yeah, like 1,000%. Yeah,
and like that is like, and when you look at it that way, it's like the fact that I am able to use AI in certain ways to be more efficient. Like, I would throw that away in a heartbeat if it meant that AI did not become a thing. Like, I am way more, like, I'm all in on, like, fuck AI, AI sucks. Even though I don't think it is even though I'm not 100% there, I'm rather in that camp than the other one.
Yeah, and I mean, we're approaching a point where you have to take a stand, or, yeah, I mean, like you said, there's not really much room for gray area anymore. And going back to my point earlier, I was making a joke about like, yeah, why not fucking, find a fix for global warming when it's in fact doing the exact opposite environmentally. So like, but like again, if you're gonna ruin the planet, cure cancer for us, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, then we'll
then
not
we'll
die,
explode in
I
a hot
guess,
fire,
until-
cancerless. You know.
Exactly. We'll die from local warming at least. But we're not dying of cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement. I'm mostly making these points to play devil's advocate, but I mean, I'm with you, bro. Like,
yeah, no,
Another
I
thing-
completely agree. I also like, I mean, not to sound like an echo chamber, it sucks that you have to make these choices at all, because I mean, I don't want to live in like in any way endorse AI whatsoever. Like, if it's taking away human jobs, it sucks. What it's doing to the environment sucks, obviously. The issue is like the stance that you got to take is going to be a hard stance if that's the case, because you're seeing the growth of it in the gaming industry, and you're seeing the growth of it in the technology space. Curly Bean, you talk about this all the time, but like, the CEO of our company is like, get on board or get left behind. And that's the mantra with AI, right? Like, either you're learning AI and you're getting on board with it, or the technology space is going to leave you behind. So you gotta, you can't, you can say you can't fence it. You can say you gotta choose one side or the other, but like, that's a harder thing to choose than you're making it out to be. There's a lot of those games I just listed off. If you're on that side of the fence of like, screw AI, like, then you're fully on that side. You can't play. We can't play those games, right? I mean, that's the idea. Like, if AI is bad all around, then AI is bad all around. If AI is acceptable in some terms, like, if it doesn't cost people their jobs, like in the case of Sandfall Interactive, it's a 34-person studio. Did them using AI for poster materials and concept art or advertising materials or whatever, did that cost somebody a position at their company? Who's to say? Probably not. Maybe, but like, it's not going to be as cut and dry as we want to make it out to be. Like, it's not going to be you can't fence it. You have to be able to look at these things objectively. And as much as it sucks to have to feel that way, we're kind of forced to feel like we're kind of forced to think this through. Like, what Sandfall Interactive achieved this year is one of the greatest stories in gaming history, and people want to mar it and chastise it because there's a chance they used, or there's rumors that they used AI for some generative artwork or some concept artwork or advertising material or what have you. It's a tough position regardless, but it definitely sucks. It sucks all around. If it's costing people jobs, like, obviously that sucks. That's the end of the discussion. But like, it's I'm not ready to rip Sandfall Interactive because or Larian Studios, like, for that, when they're going to be studios and publishers and companies that are going to be way more egregious with the use of AI, where it is going to cost jobs. Microsoft laid off 9,000 people last year, right? That was the huge story that we talked about. That was an AI move.
Laid off a bunch of people in their games department.
Yeah, Xbox is probably going to be one of the biggest endorsers of AI with game development.
Yeah,
you can see that coming.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they were like, "Oh, here's how we can use AI to preserve gaming history"? Do you remember that?
No.
Like, they like Phil Spencer talked about how, like, we could, let's say, like, you remember playing Super Mario Bros. Or something. Like, you could tell AI to make Super Mario Bros. You can play it again. And I was like, have you heard of emulators? It's like, you can just, and like,
you could actually just play the game.
The difference in like compute and like power draw and everything the difference like between generating all of a game that already exists or using an open source emulator and the game file, which is like kilobytes or megabytes in size, and run that in the open source emulator on the computer you already have. Like, but yeah, sure. Let's burn the ocean so you can get the game that already exists. Great work. And also, even if that was a valid use case, it's not preservation because the original thing is not a part of this.
Yep.
It's literally a recreation of the original thing. It's not preservation. And the preservation was specifically the terminology he used.
That's wild.
Yep.
It's wild.
Also, not to derail, but how's my breathing?
Oh shit. Yeah, and like man, I don't know. It's so conflicting too, because bringing just the Sandfall side of this thing, it's like there's some incredible artistry going on there, and it's like if you pick one side where it's like I can't support it, it's like, man, all those artists that made one of the most beautiful games of this generation, you just can't like support those artists. Like, it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is an indie studio, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even big wig Microsoft, like, where granted, like, their games you could probably not play and that studio is going to be all right, but a studio like this, if they got enough flack for generative AI and placeholder shit, like, that could, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel.
I also think there's a huge difference between Clair Obscur and like any other example, where it's like Embark totally has the money to just pay some voice actors to record the narrator voices or like the commentator voices. And in fact, I don't know if they did this for the finals, but they definitely did for Arc Raiders. They actually paid people to use their voices. They just trained an AI on them, which, by the way, I think is the way to do it if you were to do it at all. Sure. But like, they definitely had the money for like Clair Obscur. They definitely didn't have the money,
right?
Absolutely. And like, and it's not, and I think that there are like a couple of things more for this. It's like, one, Sandfall has not been some like huge proponent of AI. I don't think I've ever heard a statement of them talking about how great AI was during the development of Expedition 33. They used it in some situations, and their plan was always to replace them with real human-made assets when they were before release. And then there were just some of them that they clearly forgot. But, and again, like what I said before, the expediency with which they switched it out implies that the asset already existed and they just hadn't switched it. So, like, I think that is an entirely different situation where it's just a small team using anything they can to create this product that they shouldn't even be able to be, that they shouldn't be able to make. Mm-hmm. But like Microsoft, they have infinite money. Like, why would they use AI voices or whatever in their games? Why would they use AI art in their games? Call of Duty, it's like it was used for like the images that you put on like your profile or whatever. It's like you can definitely just pay some artists to make some of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like you didn't have to use AI for this. You really didn't have to. In fact, the controversy that brought up can't possibly have been worth the hit that they got from that. Like, I don't see how that is anywhere possible, because those calling cards, that's art that is not expensive to make to any extent.
Yeah, especially when you're talking fucking Call of Duty money. One of the highest grossing like, franchises of all time.
A lot of it is just like random art. Like, you can just tell like the artists that you have on staff, it's like, hey, if you have something in your portfolio that is applicable. We'll pay for it and you'll put it in the game. Because like a lot of that kind of art is like not really thematically consistent with Call of Duty or the game that it's in. It's just kind of supposed to be like a piece that represents you. So therefore, like the kind of styles and like content of those images are usually very broad. So yeah, it just like didn't like I was just like, why?
Yeah, I think the crux of the situation is going to come down to like, because I mean, we see AI art everywhere now, but it's very clear when you see it. Like it's extremely soulless. It's just really obvious to tell. I don't know how long that's going to last, but like as the future of the gaming industry moves forward, like is the gaming community going to vote with their wallets on this? Like, are we going to see a game that looks soulless, or like the way we see art that looks soulless, and say, nah, that's not for me, or music that? Because I'll be honest, I got people at work that are showing me AI created music all the time and being like, look how awesome this is. Or we got people at work making AI flyers for company events that it's just like no sweat. That's where
Yeah.
we're going to see the AI really take over. Like the graphic design industry is going to die. Like t-shirt design, that stuff is going to die from an art like perspective unless people vote with their wallets. And I'll be interested to see when these giant studios, when the reports come out from the journalists on, you know, the next big Xbox title that is heavily using AI, do people vote with their wallets and choose to not support it, or does the game, you know, not catch any flack and they just, you know, got away with not paying artists or not paying developers?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that worries me there is how many people can't tell the difference. Where it's like they show you like a song or like an image or like like a text or whatever. It's like and someone who is experienced in any of those fields can immediately tell that it was made by AI.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy to tell.
Like
I
you
don't
don't
know how
even have
long
to
it's
be
gonna
that
stay that way, though.
experienced. Yeah. No, I think it's going I think it's going to be like an inherent thing of AI.
I hope so. That's the
Because
that's the hope.
because the way that AI training works is that you just kind of throw everything that exists into a blender, and then that is the model. Which means that all the good stuff and all the bad stuff are in there. So the quality of the AI output will never be at the top because everything is in the blender. Like you didn't just throw like strawberries and apples in the blender. You also threw a rotten apple in the blender.
And a sixth finger.
Exactly. So
Gotta get rid of it
yeah,
somehow.
I think that is like inherent to it. And like for example, like a lot of people use like AI to write like cover letters or resumes or whatever. And I think, of course, there are some companies that are not gonna care, but for others, it's gonna be like they read it and they immediately see that the person didn't put any effort into the application.
Yep.
And I think that tells you a lot about the person. While that person feels like that person might not be able to tell that it was written by AI, and they feel like this output is better than what they could have made themselves. And that kind of goes into like all of the AI, how every company markets AI, which is basically, remember that you are fucking terrible at everything. You need AI so that you can appear much better to your friends, to your coworkers. That is literally every AI ad. Even like Apple. Like I was like fucking thrown back when I saw Apple's like first AI commercial, because they're like all about empowering creativity and all that. And then they made this ad which was like essentially like, you fucking suck. you need this AI tool so that everyone will think that you don't suck.
I've seen it on the flip side too, though, where they're like empower your creativity, give life to your thoughts and your dreams, like trying to be pro-creative, and it feels so like so hollow, so crap. Like,
yeah,
I want to roll my eyes out of my head anytime a holiday comes up and you see everybody hopping on the AI train. Like we just had the Halloween and Christmas craze of the AI photos. It just makes me want to throw up in my own mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's awful. I hate it so much.
It's so interesting because I think the generation that kind of rejects AI the most is like Gen Z. My sister is Gen Z, and like she was here the other day and she was talking about like how much she hates AI and how there's like a new Swedish song that is topping all of the charts, and it's made by AI, and the song is literally designed to sound exactly like a real artist. So much so that when you search for that artist's name on Spotify, this song is the second recommended result. Like, it's wild. I don't remember who it is. I don't listen to this artist, but
AI music is scary.
Yeah,
maybe even more so than AI art.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
she was talking. Let me just finish this one. This thought. Like, she's going so far as to, like, she's planning on ditching a smartphone. She's gonna get a dumb phone. She was like trying out my old iPod because she wants a dedicated music player. She bought a camera because she wants to use an actual camera. Like, her bag is going to be filled with a bunch of trinkets because she wants devices that
Inspector
do
Gadget.
specific things. She doesn't want a smartphone. And like this is not the first time I've heard about Gen Z wanting that. They want to go back to how things were in like the 80s or 90s.
Interesting.
And I mean, I don't really feel like ditching the smartphone personally, but I have definitely stepped down. Like, I stopped, I removed like all social media apps from my phone except for like messaging apps. So, and like that's drastically reduced my phone usage, which I think is great.
Hell yeah. I used to make it a point to like
there
stay
is
off
like
of
an undercurrent of this, and I think it is the AI push that is stoking those fires.
I used to make it a point to stay off of socials for at least a day out of the week, but lately it's just been like every time I get on it, I'm sickened. So it's not a problem at all. Yeah. It's like I hate being on socials lately, especially since the Elon Twitter debacle and shit, and like, you know, AI on Facebook and Instagram. Is just like, dude, I don't even know.
The only social media that I use still is Blue Sky.
Because I don't mind Blue Sky. You know what's funny is I have to use a VPN to use Blue Sky. It's not allowed in Mississippi.
What?
It's literally banned in Mississippi. Yeah, it has to do with them not wanting to pay for the proof of identity or some shit. I have no idea, honestly.
Oh,
but yeah,
you have that thing. Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
But yeah, and our you know, band has to rely on social media. Like, that's how bands have to function nowadays. So like, we literally have to like download a VPN just to post on there, and can't get on there and scroll without it either. It's so funny. It sucks though. It's like the one social media I do like, and I can't even get to it. It's stupid.
So on the other end of the spectrum, I mean, I guess not quite the other end, but like for the other part of the AI conversation right now is the RAM shortages. All of the main like RAM manufacturers like moving all of their product over to funding these like producing for these data centers and stuff like that, which in turn is leading to increased pricing in the console market. I think we've already seen a lot of it, but like, what did to get y'all's takes on that? I don't know. We don't have to delve into this too much, but like, I think there's rumored speculation on the pricing of the Steam box. There's apparent rumors on a Switch 2 price hike coming up. I mean, Xbox and PlayStation raise their console prices. I feel like every other month.
Right.
It was at CES. A lot of companies that usually announce hardware, like for example, new laptops or new gaming handhelds or whatever, they didn't announce anything because they are afraid that RAM prices are gonna remain up, which means that they won't be able to produce them enough. But like something that's worth noting is that like the prices are going to be relatively fine for a while still for existing products, because the way it works is that, like for example, with Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo is already like negotiated a price with whoever their RAM supplier is for a certain period of time, and they're not gonna go in and change that because the deal is already done. So if it's like Micron or whoever, like Nintendo is still gonna be able to buy the RAM from whoever their supplier is at the negotiated price until that deal is done. And we don't know how long that deal is. And sure. But it's probably gonna, I don't know how long they negotiate for. But like that's kind of like why for example, like a lot of companies at CES showed off essentially like new iterations of existing devices. And you may wonder, like, well, won't those cost more too? No, because they've already negotiated the prices for those.
Do you think that applies to the Steam box?
I do. But I don't know if that's going to affect the price or not, because even though Valve may already have negotiated the price for the Steam machine for RAM, they could still use the price hikes as an excuse to raise the price, or as just a precaution. I don't think they would use it as an excuse. I think they would use it as a precaution, because they know probably that in the future they're gonna have to raise the price.
Yeah,
but I mean, also think that Valve is kind of like a very transparent company, and I think what they would do is that they would sell as many as they could now at the price that they initially thought, and then raise the price later.
Yeah, the only way I see it causing a price hike would be exactly what you said, is like, we're going to get ahead of doing a price hike, but to me it makes more sense because it's so normal for a console to just raise in price now. Like, it makes more sense because they want to get as many of these as they can out there. I mean, if they fail again at a Steam box, like, who knows if they've got another shot at it. But like, they're lined up right now for fucking being the console king right now. Like, everybody's on PC gaming.
Are they though?
I think so.
My thing is, are, with the Steam machine or Steam box, I can't remember what it's actually called. But
Steam machine.
Are they set up for success? This feels like they're releasing at a more tumultuous time than they maybe want to. Like, with the speculative price of the base, the smallest, like the 500 gigabyte one being 900, I think is what it was, and then the what is it, 720 being like well over $1,000. Like,
wait, what? What are you talking about now?
There's rumored pricing for the Steam machine, the two different SKUs of it being like both very,
I'm
very
pretty
close
sure there's only one SKU.
Hold up,
they have announced the specs.
Regardless,
there's only one SKU.
The speculation for it was that they would be close to or at least tentatively, that we're looking at close to like $1,000 for the Steam machine.
Yeah, I mean, and my point to that would be like, so is the PS6 going to be? Like,
is the PS6 coming out anytime soon though? And
I mean, when
they're probably delaying the PS6.
I think we're going to see longer console cycles like without a doubt. Like we're probably not seeing Xbox or PlayStation until 2030, maybe. Which is honestly that might be a benefit because console generations are too small. But
yeah,
one thing that is worth noting with the whole RAM thing is that you have to consider why the RAM is more expensive. The RAM is more expensive because of shortages, which means that they can just make more. And it's not
right,
like the reason why they don't make more already is because they make the amount that they will sell. And now, since they will sell more RAM, they will just make more RAM. And now Asus is apparently also gonna come into the game. Like right now, there are only 3 manufacturers of RAM.
So Asus denied that rumor, actually.
Oh, they did.
They did. Asus came out and said that was speculative and that they were not planning on doing that. Now, there was another article that came out that said Nvidia was thinking about bringing back the 3060s, like for consumer sale. But what you just said about
that was also like they made a statement where it's like we never stopped selling the 3060.
Well, they stopped manufacturing it. Maybe I'm not sure on that, but with these moves, with these RAM manufacturers moving to solely supporting AI data centers, I mean that affects console manufacturers too, right? That's not just the consumer, like strictly people building home PCs. Like that's going to
it affects everyone. But like what I'm saying is that I don't remember all of the companies, but like one of them is Micron. Like right now, Micron makes, I don't know, I'm just gonna use simplified numbers. Right now, Micron makes 100 RAM because that's what they know they will sell. But now with the increased demand, now they're gonna expand in order to make 150 RAM. And that means that the price will go down. And this is a situation where none of the there's too much pressure from the entire industry, including AI, that means that all of the RAM manufacturers want to make sure that they can lower prices. So I think when it comes to like the PlayStation 6, that is like a situation where it's like I think they will delay it because they know that this is going to happen. Either the AI bubble is going to pop, which means that prices will go down, or production will increase, which means that prices will go down. Like RAM is literally a commodity. There is like a website that charts RAM prices like it's a stock or something. It's called like the RAM exchange or something.
Man, I hope so, because like honestly, if it was up to me, I would make console life cycles 10 to 12 years versus the 8. Because like, man, like especially the way the tech is now, everything is so iterative. Like, dude, my fucking Switch 1 was still playable, but the Switch 2 is amazing, and so is the Steam Deck, and so is the PS6, so is the PC and the Xbox. Like, I feel like the tech isn't necessarily needing that push right now. Anyway, I would love for the console life cycles to extend, but like especially
and to that, with the developer cycle, like gaming the dev cycles too. Like it just doesn't make sense for a 7-year console. Like a dev team is getting 1 game out of console cycle at this rate.
Yeah,
like the difference between the PS5 console generation and what their studios are doing versus what like Naughty Dog did on the PS3 is crazy. Like it's just
dude.
Nuts.
We had 3 Uncharted games and The Last of Us on the PS3.
Yeah. Though it's
how many
also worth
games did Insomniac put out?
It's also worth noting that crunch was very big at the time.
True, yeah. Like the industry did point out a lot of crunch, and dude, I mean, like, oh my god, the industry's just falling apart left and right. They're still crunching. Ubisoft's closing more studios. Nobody could fucking unionize. We're all fucking going down, babies. Like this is why the fucking indie studios have excelled this year, because like they're able to. I mean, like the technology is so accessible, and it's giving artists a platform I like, again, the internet fucking sucks, but the fact that like somebody can be hyped on a video game and it actually get word of mouth, like fucking like a Hollow Knight, like a fucking Expedition 33 and shit, like, dude, like indie studios are about to just keep taking over because of the fucking AAA gaming bubble that's gonna burst. It's gonna crash. Like it's
that the AAA market's been heading for a crash for a long time. Yeah, and then like you said, the indie space is just growing astronomically. No more so than last year. Like it's due. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think there's an interesting point to be made with, like, Curly, we're kind of going into that earlier with the Steam Machine. Like, I think there is an outcome where Valve releases the Steam Machine and they make enough of a splash where it becomes a desirable enough product and possibly even brings the Steam Deck as well up with it, where once the PlayStation 6 comes out, people are going to be like, why do I need a console when I have a console that can play every PC game and also be a PC?
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of where I was going, where it's like, the main reason why like I stay on a platform is because of the library. I don't really care that much about tech. Like the reason why I buy Nintendo consoles is because I want to play Nintendo games. The reason why I buy a PlayStation is because I can play PlayStation games. But if PlayStation games are on PC, along with you know, all the third parties are on PC and Xbox is on PC, it's like I love PlayStation and I love the convenience of a console, but like the Steam machine or whatever the fuck, if it was in my price range, I'd probably just get that because I'm not even playing new games anymore. My backlog is so ridiculous right now that like if I had to wait 6 months to a year to play a new game that PlayStation put out, like that would be perfectly fine for me. I haven't even thought about playing Death Stranding 2. Well, I've thought about it, but I haven't. I haven't played Ghosts of Tsushima or Ghosts of Yotei. It's just like, I'm gonna play those games. I'm gonna love them. But like at this point, I could just play it on PC. Like,
and like I think another thing that's like a huge selling point with the Steam Machine, which is also a selling point of the Steam Deck that you can't do on consoles, is that you can play a lot of fucking old ass games on it.
Yeah.
Like you can just install emulators and play whatever the fuck you want. And you can't do that. Like, of course, like both, like all three of them, the console manufacturers have an extensive library of old games, but it's their old games.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's third-party stuff mixed in there too, but
but it's the old games that were available on their platforms.
Right.
And even then, it's a limited selection. Like there are a lot of people that bought Steam Decks just to run emulators on them.
Real quick, a quick story about PC gaming and why I fucking hate it. Alex and I went to just play this old fucking horror game called I'm Scared, and like we both are playing on the same computer. We try to join Steam families. It took us, I fucking shit you not, 2 days to get this game downloaded on my profile because I couldn't log into my Steam account. The MFA was broken. It wouldn't send me the email. Finally got that fixed. Got in there, invited Alex to the family plan, which then he couldn't get in his Steam account because his MFA was broken. Literally had to contact Steam to get into his account to accept the family plan to download the game. And the entire time I was talking mad shit about you fucking disgusting PC gamers. I was like, I plug in a fucking box, motherfuckers, and my games just work. Like I could just log into the goddamn account without having to worry about this bullshit. Fucking having to literally contact support.
If you want to use Steam, get the Steam app on your phone.
I have it. I literally set up the fucking code, the MFA, in the app, and it was telling me, "Hey, just open the app." I'm like, "I've got it fucking open. Where's the goddamn code?" It just doesn't fucking work. And dude, you know what? People talked mad shit. I'm talking mad shit about when Nintendo's like, oh, we've got this sharing virtual card shit. And everybody's like, what the fuck is this? Get with the times, Nintendo. It fucking works so easy. I love that program so much. I bounce games from both, mostly my youngest son's switched from mine back and forth. No fucking problems. It pisses me off how like people talk shit about that. I love that they have like a virtual game sharing system on the Switch. And it's like easy enough for a fucking 6-year-old to do it.
I do not understand the hate for virtual game cards.
It's so good.
Doesn't make any sense.
It is so good. Like I have never been able to like I went all digital on the PS4 and been all digital since then. And the biggest thing is that I haven't been able to share my games with friends. And on Switch I can do that. And one of my friends who's in my family plan, he comes and borrows games all the time. And we make jokes about it because he is he's doing way better than I am financially. But I'm the one buying all the games and he's the one buying from me.
Dude, the family plan is so easy too. You literally log into the account and invite somebody to the family with their email, they accept, and boom, it's done. It's so easy. Steam, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I haven't had that issue, but yeah, I do think, and I think that is why they are supposedly making Half-Life 3. I think so, yeah. I think they realized the splash that the Steam machine could make, if done right. And like we all know like how it's been like in the past multiple times where it's like a game has like a marketing deal with Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, and it ends up being, and like a lot of people think that game is exclusive to that platform because that's what all the ads are telling you to play the game on.
Yeah.
So like we know already that like a game can be associated with a device, and people are going to think that game can only be played or on that, or they're going to heavily associate it with that. So, and like I think I've said it before, but like I think the entire reason why they're finally making Half-Life 3 is because it's supposed to be a marketing stunt for the Steam machine.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I'm not saying that for it to be like that. It's gonna be like half-assed or whatever. Like I'm sure they are making the proper Half-Life 3, but the reason, the justification for putting down the money to make it is to really sell the Steam machine.
Yeah, no, I mean I literally drafted it on our Fantasy Critic and said the same thing. By the way, just real quick, I keep laughing because Leggy's cracking me up. But just as a quick aside on that whole story, during the whole process of like not being able to get into the accounts, he looked dead serious, like not joking or ironically. He's just, well, guess I just lost everything. He gave up so hard and so real that it was so dramatic, and it fucking killed me, dude. Like, guess I just lost everything. Like he was legitimately upset. It's just his library's gone and the world's over. It's done. It's just fucking give up, man. But no, I believe in the Half-Life 3 is real. Like I literally drafted it, and it all kind of makes sense, and I think it's smart, and it very well could end up like the last Steam box. I don't know. I really don't know. It could be a fucking coin toss with the fucking AI bubble and the fucking RAM shortage and all that shit. But like, honestly, like I've never been even close to like appeasing the idea of becoming a PC gamer up until this year, whenever I'm just like, I realized like, man, I don't really play new games. Like I wish I had the time for them, but I don't. I'm like, maybe I should just like start buying them on PC when they're cheaper. And then I started like thinking, man, I just play games on my Switch. I'm like, Steam Deck would be nice. And I'm like, now they're putting out a console with the Steam library. And I'm like, it's like, when is the time? Because eventually it's just going to happen. Like where, like, I feel like
been a better time
dude,
to become
like,
a PC gamer.
I legitimately believe it's inevitable that eventually video games are going to be on a platform. Like, maybe not Nintendo because they can just do whatever the fuck they want. But I feel like we're moving toward that future. And like, I don't know. I don't care anymore, I guess. Like, I'm just like, I don't really care where I play my games. I just don't want to sit at my desk at these monitors. If you gave me an easy, affordable way to play it on my TV, I don't give a shit. Like, I would love to do that. It actually appeals to me for the first time. Granted, probably not this first gen. Like, I mean, I'm probably going to be priced out, especially if it is at 1,000. But I mean, hey, who knows? I'm excited for it though.
It's a very real problem though. Is like the gaming industry is going to be pricing people out here. They're already doing it, but that's only going to get worse as we go forward. This is a good. I guess let's go ahead and pivot from
just one thing.
Terrible. Go ahead.
One thing I want to say. Did you guys know that the Steam Deck had a pack-in game?
No,
really.
It's called Aperture Disc Job.
Oh, I played that. Wait, no, Aperture like the Portal? What?
Yeah, it's called Aperture Disc Job.
Oh, is it like
It's
the
a
other
game
desk job games, the VR ones? What game am I thinking of?
No, the VR. It's something else job.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's like you're sitting at a desk, and the desk in front of you has every button on the Steam Deck. And then
That
you
sounds
just
awesome.
like do things.
Just
it's just like an hour long or something.
That sounds awesome.
But yeah, it was like a cute little like Portal. Like there's just like this Portal like character that's talking to you the whole time.
You know, they've been they've been posting a bunch of refurbished Steam Decks, and I'm just like, ooh, 400 for an OLED? Like, come on, man. It's like bring that down to 3 and we might be in business.
The only thing is like if you're gonna buy a Steam Deck OLED, do not buy the 1 terabyte version. It has a matte screen, which ruins the OLED.
What? Why? What? We're gonna sell you an OLED screen with a matte cover over it? The fuck?
Yeah, like it's so whack. Like because like the matte screen diffuses the light, which means that the infinite contrast blackness that is the feature of an OLED screen, like it doesn't go full black anymore.
That's so stupid.
It's so weird. I do not know why they did that.
What's the expandable storage? Is it just SD card express or what is it?
Yeah, it's just a micro SD, regular micro SD.
Shit, fuck yeah, dude. I got a new one for my Switch for Black Friday.
And you can open it up and switch out the M.2 drive in it. So even if you wanted more internal storage, you could just swap it out.
I like how Ryan's been trying to get us back on track 3 times and we've interrupted him. Go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You know what? All right. Anyway, pivoting from
Did you know that the Steam Index had a launch game?
God damn it.
All right. From the doom and gloom of the future of the gaming industry and AI, let's pivot over to a publisher who was voted most likely to use generative AI in their high school yearbooks.
Hell yeah. I feel
developing direct.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
January 22nd. If my dates are correct, we've got 3 for sure titles that we're going to see there. Playgrounds, 2 titles, Forza 6 and Fable, and then we're going to see Game Freak's Bestial Reincarnation or something like that.
Forza Horizon 6, by the way.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Forza 6.
You said Forza 6.
The Horizon series is Horizon series is different.
Right. Well, there's Forza Motorsport, and then there's Forza Horizon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport 6 came out like 10 years ago.
Sweet. Okay. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this?
Dude, I mean, personally, listen, I'm probably the most like Xbox like fan in the chat here. I'm excited. Like I literally can't wait for Fable. I'm super excited for it. I never played Fable, but I've watched friends and close friends actually play through it extensively, and this one looks dope. Like I love everything I've seen from it. Forza Horizon I don't really care about, but like if it comes to the Game Pass plan I have like later down the line, I don't mind trying it out. I'm really excited to see what this secret game is. Supposedly the secret game. And dude, I'm down for whatever Game Freak's doing. I'm gonna be a little bit pissed off if this Game Freak game actually hits, and we've been putting out these shitty Pokemon games for fucking ever when they got this shit like unlocked.
Pokemon company, if that's the case. Like,
yeah, no, I would be. I am pissed off at the Pokemon company. We could do better. Come on. No, I'm excited to see what it is.
I'm curious with Fable. Have we seen gameplay for Fable yet, or has it just been cinematics?
It's been cinematics and also live action, but it's been some of it was in game. Yeah.
So in
like I think the first trailer was just CG.
Yeah,
traditional.
The one with the fairy that gets eaten by the frog or whatever. I remember that.
Yeah, there's been in-engine stuff, but not like actual like here's gameplay. No, we're gonna see that on the 22nd. I assure you.
I have no basis for this. Playground makes amazing games. Forza is awesome. But I just have this feeling in the back of my head that like Fable is going to be like game most likely to underachieve this year. When it comes out, it's just something stuck in the back of my head of like, there's going to be a ton of hype for this, and this is going to be that Xbox game that just woefully underperforms. I have no basis for that. I have no credibility on that. Like, it's just for whatever reason, Xbox always has one of those games. It's like when the cinematic trailer comes out, this game looks incredible, and then it releases, and then it's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it happens every year. I mean, this is supposed to be the year that all the dominoes fall for Xbox. Like they've got campaign evolved. They've got E-Day. You know, of course, they'll have their flight simulator. But like, Fable feels, for whatever reason, like the game that's just gonna be like, it's not gonna live up to its expectations.
I mean, it's been the year that all the dominoes fall for Xbox for like 3 years now.
Woo!
Sure,
let's go.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Like, is it going to live up to expectations? I think that depends on what your expectations are for it. I'm expecting a new dope-ass Fable game, which means it'll be a great RPG that's fucking funny as fuck and looks beautiful. I don't know. It's a fantasy RPG. Like, I'm not really looking for the next, like, fucking greatest game of all time. It's going to be good because it's Fable and Playground Games making it. So, same way, like, in we've all been playing a little bit of Metroid Prime 4, where we're like, yo, we trust in Retro Studios. A lot of people believe that game to be under delivering. I personally am enjoying it quite a lot, despite it not being, again, not the next best fucking thing. But again, like, I feel like expectations for that game did get a little bit out of control. But that's because it was so anticipated as the next Metroid Prime, and it comes out and it's like, yeah, this is very much like Metroid Prime 1, which is a delicious meal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But Fable's going to have similar expectations. It doesn't have the lofty expectations of the next Metroid Prime, but like, you know, Fable is a beloved franchise, and this is the first iteration of that franchise we've gotten in a very long time. And the way Xbox has kind of hyped up Fable and Playground, like, you know, people have this view of Playground Games as one of those perennial studios, and for good measure. Again, the Forza Horizon games are incredible, and I'm incredibly excited. They're also
all just the same game
in different settings, but what they do in their games is graphically, fidelity wise.
What I mean by that is that it's not been proven that they can make anything else than Forza Horizon.
Exactly, which was my next point. Is they've never done a game like this. They're not the original devs from the Fable franchise, correct? So there's a lot of like things to question, and there's a lot of room to speculate on, like, is this game going to live up to the Fable franchise? Is it? And what are y'all have background with Fable? Curly, I know you said you never played it. I've never touched it. Dennis, are you? I imagine you're not a Fable guy.
I don't know. I played like an hour of Fable Anniversary.
Okay.
I probably watched 20 hours or so of Fable 2, and then I watched one of my friends play Fable 3 pretty much all the way through. But no, I've never played it. But like, I understand what Fable is. Again, it's like a fantasy RPG that weighs heavily on humor and clever writing and stuff. And like, again, like, like to your point where it's like, is it going to live up to those expectations? Probably not, but like, I don't give a fuck. That's my point, is where I'm like, I guess I don't really care, because like it's still, I still believe it's going to be a banger. Like, I don't think it's going to be the next best, like it's not going to save Microsoft. It's not going to save Xbox as a brand. It's not going to be that type of game. I don't really think
but
it matters though. Like,
more so in the line of individual franchises. Obviously, nothing's going to save Xbox, right? I mean, Xbox has got a very tough hill to climb, but like in terms of putting Fable back on the map as a perennial gaming franchise, because it's not right now, right? Or at least it hasn't been. It's been gone.
No, it's been dormant forever. Yeah.
And I just wonder, like, you mean you made the point of it's a fantasy RPG with that's very reliant on comedy and humor. We had a game come out, a fantasy RPG that heavily relied on comedy, humor, and social commentary in Dragon Age: The Veilguard, which was a complete departure from the original series. I'm curious the comparisons between the two, how much the new Fable looks like Veilguard, or if I'm completely off base there. But I know the new Dragon Age completely like was underwhelming from, like, at least from its core like fan base. But the game looked gorgeous, and that's what Playground has going for it, is their games look incredible.
Yeah, but again, like Dragon Age Veilguard is a departure from what the franchise is. Everything that they showed as Fable looks like Fable. Like, it doesn't look like a departure at all. So it's like the fans of Fable are going to eat this up. And as long as it's a competent, good game, which I don't have any reason to believe it's not until we do see gameplay and until we see reviews. But until then, like, count me as excited. I'm excited to actually see what the game looks like loop wise. And you could be right. I mean, Playground Games hasn't made a game like this before, so it'll be interesting to see. But like, I don't know. Everything I've seen so far, and again, has been limited, but it seems completely on brand for Fable, and I'm ready to get sucked up by a giant frog and fall in love with the dog.
Fair enough.
Not romantically. I just mean like I'd fall in love with a dog.
Okay. I guess moving on from Fable. Let's talk about. Oh, go ahead, Dennis. I'm sorry.
I haven't really shared my thoughts on this. Like, I was gonna say I'm excited to play Forza Horizon 6 on my PlayStation 5.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't know if I'm excited for Forza Horizon 6. I'm definitely not excited for Fable. I don't really care about Fable. But like, maybe the Japan setting is interesting for Forza Horizon. I played Forza Horizon 3, and it was like fun to drive around, but I didn't find like the actual gameplay, like the races you were supposed to do and stuff. I didn't find them very compelling. So I don't know. I haven't played 4 or 5, and now you can't even buy 4 anymore because they don't renew licenses for their games. So you can't buy Forza Horizon 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 anymore. And 5 is gonna probably die at some point as well. It's completely insane. Microsoft, they're supposed to be all about preservation. Until it's not convenient anymore. Anyway, I am excited about Beast of Reincarnation, though. Like, I'm very excited to see what Game Freak is up to with this. Like, the game looked really cool wherever it was we saw it last time. I don't remember where they showed it last time.
Game Awards, right?
No, that was Summer Game Fest.
Summer Games Fest, yeah, you're right.
And I know that my theory at the time was that this was gonna be Game Freak's testbed for Unreal Engine, and then they're gonna use Unreal for Generation 10, but apparently they're not using Unreal for Pokemon Gen 10. They're using a new internal engine.
Does that mean this testbed failed? This game about to be a stinker?
I mean, maybe. I mean, of course, I don't think that has to do anything with the game. It's maybe that they just found that whatever their production pipeline for Pokemon wasn't conducive to how Unreal works or something like that. But I do think it is a little weird to use multiple engines in the same studio.
That is weird, yeah.
But I think it's going to be interesting to see if Pokemon is hurt by this at all. I mean, I don't imagine it to be so, but like if you see this game come out, you said Beasts of Reincarnation, right? And it looks like this, and then people speculate, oh, what are they going to do with Pokemon? And Pokemon comes out and it looks like Legends again. Is there blowback, or do they catch flack from that? Like, this is a Pokemon company, like Curly, you said it yourself. You know,
they're definitely catching flack from it because I mean, so much of the flack that they get, I think, is completely unjustified. Of course, some of it is justified, but it's like, I don't know. It could be like literally anything. If it doesn't look like the most high-end game of all time, people are like, "Oh, you have money. Why doesn't it look better? Why doesn't it look like the prettiest game of all time? Money equals game look good, right?"
It's true. That's what they say.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
you know, there is of course some legitimate criticism. But like, for example, like I thought the reception around CA was completely strange. Like, yeah, is it the prettiest game of all time? No. Does it perform really well? Is the image quality really sharp? Yeah. Is the gameplay really cool and unique? Yeah, but nobody even gave it the chance to like try it.
I watched Alex play a good bit of it, and I was like, this does look like ass. And then I was like, wait, does this have a Switch 2 version? Bro, that Switch 2 version looks great. It looks fantastic. Yeah. Dude, the Switch 1 version, way better than Violet. Let me just say that. Like, it's passable. But like the Switch 2 version looks
at least somewhat
it's clean. Like it looks nice. Like, granted,
yeah.
I don't think it's all that unjustified. I think the textures are abysmal still, and like
the textures are awful.
The voice acting thing is just it feels so awkward. The cutscenes with no voices, it's so weird to just watch.
I don't understand why they just don't do like all that. Just do voice acting in cutscenes. Like, you don't have to do it everywhere. Like,
dude, it doesn't even need to be voice acted. They could do the Persona thing where it's just like, ugh, really? Or it, like that type of shit. Doesn't need to be word for word, but we need something. Like, we need to have a character. Fucking give them Banjo-Kazooie voices for all I give a fuck. It's just so awkward to be watching this intense scene of them just for 8 minutes, and I'm just like, what are we doing?
Again, do you remember? The time where they showed Scarlet and Violet in a Nintendo Direct, where they showed a cutscene that they did voice acting for, and then that voice acting is not in the game.
Oh my god!
They voice acted the cutscene for the Direct, and then. Like, it was basically the announcer guy doing the voice, like doing the lines.
It's so stupid. That's so stupid.
So weird.
Listen, I'm excited to see what this game is. Like, I don't know, man. The action looks dope as hell, and like, it is nothing what I expected. Like Game Freak, yeah, it looks like it. It looks nothing like what I've expected from Game Freak, because they announced like 5 or 6 years ago, you see like a trailer start and you see Game Freak and you see it's not Pokemon. You're like, oh shit, what's this going to be? And like the art style felt very restrained in Pokemon. Like, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense for Game Freak. I can't remember what the game is. I don't know if it did well or was good or anything. But then you see this one and you see the gameplay at first and like,
Town Hero.
Yeah, that game looked weird. I don't know. It was weird. But
it got like 3s.
Yeah.
3 out of 10. But
then you see this, like the action first and the art style, like, what the fuck is this? And then you see Game Freak, you're just like, holy shit, what? Like, it was a great reveal, and like it really like drew me into like being interested. And again, that's it. Like, I'm excited for this and Fable, and the hopes that like the secret game will be some cool indie. So I mean, I'm excited for this Direct for sure. Yeah.
Let's speculate on that then. What is there a secret fourth game, and if so, what is it?
I mean, they've outright said, right? Like, we haven't.
Pikmin 5.
There you go. On the Xbox. Let's go. There's no, dude, I think it'll be something similar. They had an announcement on the last Xbox Direct that was like Square Enix something, or maybe it was like Secret of Mana or something. What was that? It was I think it was one of the Mana games that they announced that were.
It was yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be of that caliber. It's probably going to be something Japanese oriented, something along that line, or it's just going to be some dope indie that they're not indie, but some indie style game or something.
Let's look at the history of the developer directs, because these just started last year, right?
Yeah, they're really good. I like these presentations.
I don't like this presentation.
I actually really like them.
I thought they're cool.
I think it's just like, I don't like pre-release interviews, because they're all so stilted. They're all so constrained. Like throughout the whole, for every developer direct that's come out, I've just skipped through it to the parts that I want to see, because all it is, it's different people on the team reading a paragraph or a line from the same script.
Yeah, but I still seeing faces.
Has their own voice, their own personality injected into it. It's just like, hi, I am voice 1. Hi, I am voice 2. Hi, I am voice 3. It's like, I don't know. It's just so much fluff, where it's like people talking about, oh, we were so passionate about this game. It's like, okay, whatever. Show the game.
I don't know. I like seeing devs talk about their games. I don't necessarily agree with the stiltedness.
My issue, it's not them talking about the game. It's they probably.
I don't agree.
They probably threw in some amount of talking points, and then a PR team wrote a script.
I think it's a step in the right direction. Maybe it's not perfectly executed, to your point, Dennis, but like
oh no, it's AI slop.
Phil Spencer sitting on a stage for 2 hours or an hour telling me about how it's never been a better time to buy an Xbox, you know.
I mean, I don't agree with. I think I want the live presentations to come back.
I love Xbox presentations.
Those were genuine. Like, even though they were all scripted, things always happened that weren't supposed to happen. And that was the fun part. Like for example, like one of the most iconic moments in gaming presentations history is when Keanu Reeves comes out on stage and someone says, "You're breathtaking," and he's like, "You're breathtaking." Like, that wasn't scripted. Like, that was a moment that wasn't a part of the show, and that can't happen in these kind of situations.
I don't disagree. Sure, I think Xbox has great presentations live, but like at the same time, like, this is to me no different than a Nintendo Direct whenever you got the people talking, or even the PlayStation Directs. But
my difference there is that the Nintendo Directs, they just get to the point.
Yeah,
they don't just
they talk about
and talk about nothing for a while.
15 minutes.
That's kind of why I don't like the indie worlds enough, because they do the interviews and it's just all so stilted. It's not those people's actual voices. And I think another thing, I'm not going to go in at all on the indie world stuff, but like one interesting quirk about the indie worlds is that Nintendo are clearly telling the developers to record it in their native language.
Mm-hmm.
While it's very clear that probably all of them are native English speakers, and they could have just recorded it in English. But I think that's like a Japaneseism. But like, yeah.
As far as like dev directs, like dev like centered directs go, I don't think anybody does it better than Annapurna. And I to your point, Dennis, I'd love to see Xbox go more in that direction, or Nintendo, but that's probably never happening. Looking back at just the developer directs we've had before last year, the January developer direct was Doom: The Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Expedition 33, and Ninja Gaiden 4. So, I mean, 2 first-party titles, which is on pace with this one. We've got a
Wasn't
Expedition
Ninja
Renew.
Gaiden Black 2 in there as well?
I don't see it listed, but
I think that was a separate. Maybe
surprise
not.
reveal for the January one was Ninja Gaiden 4.
I'm pretty
Now,
sure that one was one of the Ninja Gaiden games was the surprise reveal. Or maybe both of them. I know both of them was announced in that direct. Pretty damn sure.
2024 was Indiana Jones, Senua's Saga, Ara, A History Untold, and Avowed. Which I think Avowed was that the. No, I don't think there was a surprise game.
No, not on that one.
But fitting with the 2025 bill of getting a surprise announcement, which like you said, Curly, I guess seems like a foregone conclusion. I kind of feel like there's been a lot of smoke around the Fallout franchise recently with season 2 kicking off, and then there's that new rumor of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas getting the Oblivion treatment.
Yeah.
And I just feel like maybe right now, while the fire's hot on the Fallout franchise, maybe that's what is the surprise game. Maybe it's a shadow drop. Like
Dude, that would
was.
kick fucking ass. That would be awesome.
It would rule. I'd download it that night. But yeah, that's I guess if I'm gonna make a prediction, that's mine. I think it's one of those two games, probably 3.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't see it shadow dropping, but like it just being announced for this year makes a lot of sense to me. Because yeah, I mean the Oblivion remake was awesome, and I mean Fallout, dude. Fallout's like release schedule for games has just like been non-existent since '76. So like
they're gone.
It's kind of crazy.
Been a lot of support for '76.
And knowing that Elder Scrolls 6 is like the primary objective, like, bro, are we even gonna get another Fallout in the next 10 years? I don't know, but like a Fallout 3 remake or New Vegas, even like that would fuck real hard. I'd be down. Fuck.
I'm down for. I'm not convinced we're seeing Elder Scrolls in the next 10 years, let alone Fallout.
I think Elder Scrolls probably in the next 10 for sure.
I'm just like, we'll see it when we see it. I'm not even going to bother speculating on a date for the next big Bethesda.
If I had to throw a date out, I would say 2030 Elder Scrolls 6. You heard it here, folks. 2030. I'm so old.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
That's fair.
God.
When do we see another Starfield? Do we see another Starfield?
Never.
Yeah, that's not one of their flagship titles at this point.
No.
Dude, I don't know, man. It's just like that studio is so good, but like they kind of lost some of the stuff, it seems like. And I hope they get it back, but like I don't know, like the last 2 games that they've put out have been kind of like underwhelming, I guess.
Sure.
I think a big part of why they've lost their stuff is just their complete like unwillingness to update their engine.
Yeah.
Like with Fallout 4, it was like fine that there's like loading screens everywhere, but like Starfield, it was just obnoxious. The fact that there's a load screen when you go into your ship, and then there's a load screen when you land on a planet, and then there's a load screen when you walk out of your ship when you've landed on the planet. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I heard somebody talk about Bethesda's plans for Starfield and kind of like extrapolated to this. They made Starfield hinged off the success of Skyrim. How Skyrim was a game that they were able to keep alive for 10 plus years, and going into the development of Starfield, they kind of like made that their goal of like, let's make a game that we can keep alive and we can support for 10 plus years, instead of just focusing on the game at its core and letting the community keep it alive the way the Skyrim community did. I feel like Starfield's one of those games that could have a resurgence in a few years, though, especially with the way they're putting out constant updates for it.
I just don't understand when, because again, like Elder Scrolls 6 being, Uno number 1, and then Fallout, you imagine, or did they stop and make Starfield? Like, or did they pass this off? Do they build the team up? Like, what are we doing?
I meant the current Starfield, like the continued support of the current Starfield.
Yeah, I don't see that lasting that much longer.
I think the PS5 release could bring some life to the game.
Didn't that already happen?
No.
Fuck, I thought that already happened.
And there's a big DLC expansion.
Oh yeah,
I believe too.
Dude. Yeah, you could be right then.
Well,
I thought that was already passed.
Like the Xbox version of Helldivers 2 that was like the kick that game needed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize that went to Xbox.
And it not necessarily that.
Oh fuck, that's awesome.
The people on that platform are what brings the game alive. It's just that the game comes back into the news cycle. A lot of people start playing the game for the first time. People come back to it or buy the game for the first time on the platforms that already existed.
Yep. And enough time has passed that people forget that Sony completely killed that game on PC.
Exactly. Like in both of these cases, it was like the game was fucked at launch. And now they've fixed everything, and now they essentially get a second launch.
Man, did Sony screw the pooch on Helldivers, dude? Like, it's
so bad. Abysmal. I also still stand by what I said at the time, that it's like, I don't understand why people were so fucking mad about it.
It's because you had to have a PlayStation account or something?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it was bad that they first sold it to countries where you can't get a PlayStation account and then removed it from those countries. But that, in my opinion, was the only bad part. Like the fact that you had to have a PlayStation account to play the game, and people were so mad about that. Like, I don't get it. Like, you need a Ubisoft account to play Ubisoft games. You need an EA account to play EA games, and nobody's crying about that.
Yeah, that's why. That's the exact thought process. I was like, well, yeah, if you want to play fucking Rocket League or Fortnite, you have to do it. Like, why are we so upset about it?
They forced it after the fact, right? They forced it after the fact. Like, people bought the game, and then we're having fun with the game, and then we're forced to get a PlayStation account. That's dumb.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
It's a bad time for it. I wonder a lot, like, what the narrative of that year would have looked like had Sony not completely screwed over Helldivers, because that game was trending at a pace that you don't see very often. Like, it had that Claire Obscure kind of like engagement from a just everybody was playing Helldivers. Like, literally everybody was talking about it, and like the game basically died halfway through the year, for lack of a better way of putting it. And like, I just feel like if they hadn't screwed it up, we might not even be talking about Astrobot as game of the year for that year, which that's the right year, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think so. All right.
I think the game that they're going to announce here at the Developer Direct is the Xbox Simulator, which is a game where you're playing as Phil Spencer, shutting down every studio they own. And also buying new studios for the sole purpose of shutting them down after they have been given the hope and of making something.
I'll never understand the Toys for Bob closure. I'll never.
They didn't close Toys for Bob.
Well, they were, and then they like let them buy themselves out, and now are helping them publish a game or some shit.
Yeah, they were.
None of that makes sense to me.
Independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
Rumors are that they're making a Banjo game. By the way.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hope it's real, dude. It just I can't wrap my head around the thought process there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Me neither.
I think your game sounds cool, Dennis, but I would like to replace Phil Spencer with Satya Nadella, the real criminal of Microsoft.
Oh yeah, no, the game is the Xbox game. You're still playing as Phil Spencer, but you're just getting cucked by Satya Nadella the whole time.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Y'all want to move on to the last topic? We'll probably keep that one brief.
Sure.
We gotta Dennis talk about that sweet nasty Lego tech.
Go for it, Mr. Dennis. Take the floor.
Oh yeah. So at CES, Lego announced the Smart Brick, and they call it the most significant evolution to Lego in 50 years.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, let's go.
So the Smart Brick is just like a 2x4 Lego piece that basically has like speakers and lights and like various sensors and stuff like that. And then you have these little two by two Lego tiles that have NFC tags in them with all of the like files and logic and everything that is needed for this one. So for example, they announced a set that has a TIE fighter and a X-Wing. Oh no, they're two different sets. One with Luke's X-Wing and one with Darth Vader's TIE fighter. And so the idea here is that in the ship there is this 2x2 tile, NFC tile, that has basically all of the information for the X-Wing, which is like the sounds for, like, you could move it around and it'll make like the sounds of it flying around. You can shoot and it makes the laser sounds, and all this stuff. And all of that information is in this little 2x2 NFC tag, which means that the Smart Brick itself, as far as I understand, is not really internet connected at all. It doesn't need updates or anything. The updates are in those little tiles. It basically reads all the information from that little tile, and from that it knows what like all of the logic that it has to do, which is insane. Like, such a smart way to do it. And apparently Lego, these smart bricks are also able to somehow sense and connect to each other. So if you have the X-Wing and the TIE fighter, you can like fly them against each other, and when they line up, they will fire at each other.
Sick.
Which is sick, which is
That's
wild.
really cool.
I mean, like, here's like what I'm gonna say, man. Lego has been around forever, and it's fucking awesome that it's still around, and it's fucking awesome that both generations of my kids love Legos, but Ace is obsessed with them. But like, this has been building up. Like, Lego tech in the past like 10, maybe 15 years has been kind of getting like nasty, like fucking dope. Because like, this is all stemming up from the Mario Legos. Like, they literally have those little NFC chips that interact with the characters that you get. And like, granted, some of them are cooler than others, but like, it's fucking genius. Because like, you literally buy a fucking Mario set, you got the cool Mario, he does his things, and then you see another set in the store that has these cool chips for these characters, and they interact with them in different ways. It's fucking genius. It's like the easiest like way to introduce technology to a kid, because literally all they do is they just put the fucking Lego piece by the scanner. It's awesome. But like, the fact that we're like building on that platform with the Smart Brick, I'm really interested to see what they do next, like with that, because like, I've been really impressed with, like I said, like the newer ish, it's not even new anymore, but like the new ish like Mario and Mario Kart sets and shit. Because dude, like, Legos just inherently are so much fun to play with, just even without the tech. But now that like we've got it, it makes it even cooler. And like, it's still so simple to use. Like you said, you don't have to fucking plug anything in. It, like, you might have to change a battery out here and there, but like, that shit lasts forever. Like, he's got a Princess Peach that he's had for like 2 years and it still hasn't died yet. It's fucking awesome. I'm definitely getting one of these and gonna play around with it.
That ominous sound is an entire generation of adults that didn't realize that they were already priced out of the Lego industry, slowly realizing that they are priced out of the Lego industry, because the pricing of Legos with this is, it's going to be ridiculous. And like, the Mario Legos are already a $60 buy-in for just the base Mario set.
Dude, you gotta get them on Black Friday on clearance. Black Friday on clearance, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so the The Darth Vader, the 473-piece Darth Vader TIE Fighter set is $70. The 584-piece Luke Red 5 X-Wing set is $100. And then the third set is the Throne Room Duel from Return of the Jedi, which is a 962 pieces and $160. With that one, there's like this area where Luke and Darth Vader fight, and you have like these sticks at the back of them, and you can like move them around, and they will make like lightsaber noises.
Mm-hmm.
And then also,
really
if you place the smart brick behind Emperor Palpatine's throne, it will play the Imperial.
That's
the Imperial March.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause the cool thing about Legos is it introduces such a level of creativity. It's not just an action figure that makes noises. Like sometimes it has the characters, but like again, just seeing how like my kids interact with them, and like even with the characters, you'll see them start to mismatch stuff and like building like, okay, now we're playing in the Minecraft world. There's so much like creativity. In like, this is a stupid comparison, but it feels like they're playing a physical Fortnite at this point, because everything has a Lego set. These crossover shits happen. And again, like price wise, it's insane. I want nothing more than that fucking Ocarina of Time Lego set, but I cannot afford it. I want it so bad, y'all. Oh my God, it sucks. I want that fucking Super Mario World, Mario and Yoshi Lego set so bad. But like you literally have to wait a couple years and get it on sale, because like the Princess Peach one I found for like $20 one time. Oh my God, best $20 ever spent. And then I found a Luigi one for like $30 like this past Friday. I'm like, next year you're gonna be at that 20. I guarantee it's gonna be 20. I'm gonna snag that shit up. I can't wait.
You want to see what I built for Christmas?
Hell yeah. He comes in with like a fucking Gundam mech suit. Comes flying in. Oh, he's got the Game Boy one! You son of a bitch! Oh, it's so cool. Ah, man. I saw that at Target on sale too. I was so tempted. Sick. It's so cool. You're muted. Sorry.
This thing is even cooler than I thought it was. The buttons, you can press the buttons.
Dude, that's so dope.
Look at this.
What is it? Like, what is it about these things that tickle my brain so hard? Like, that's so cool to me.
The funniest, I think the best part is like the start and select buttons. They're just Lego tires that squish.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, I want to play with Legos.
Cool. Then you got like the volume slider, which you can actually scroll, and the contrast slider. And then here is the on-off switch.
Does it come with game cards at all? Lego game cards?
Yeah.
So yeah. Is that Link's Awakening?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, it is. Let's go.
You also get Super Mario Land. It's over there, but
dude,
that's sick.
I was so close to getting it.
In here,
it's got the battery slots.
You can switch out these what I call like lenticular displays or whatever.
Yeah.
Which move when you tilt them.
Dude, that is awesome. Why can't it just be real
and work?
Yeah, I mean, smart bricks. Who knows?
It's probably just cheaper to go buy one of those at this point, right? I mean, how much did that cost?
I believe the Lego Game Boy is $60.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that bad.
How much does a real Game Boy cost at this point? How much?
An OG Game Boy? Shit, I don't even know.
Let's see.
I know there was someone. I watched a video for someone on YouTube that had made like a mod kit for the Lego Game Boy that made it into a functional emulation like Game Boy. But the problem is that the hardware that he picked was not powerful enough to run Game Boy games.
Damn.
Which is like,
nothing.
How is there even hardware today that can't run Game Boy games? Like, that's wild.
The Nintendo Game Boy system has listings on eBay right now for $49.99, which means the Lego version of the OG Game Boy costs more than an actual.
That is amazing, actually.
Well, do you also get two games with it?
Oh, that's right. You get 2 games.
Yeah.
Ross in the chat says sold. All right, let's close this out. Oh, Ryan's frozen. He froze in a really funny way, too.
Oh, I bet.
I was trying to take a screenshot. Go ahead and close this out.
Oh, are we doing the one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, the one, the what, the what?
Dennis, you have a game for. Okay, so change to the 20 questions format. We're not going to do all 3 do a game.
Wait,
One person
we're not going to do what we're playing?
Nope. We could go over what we've been playing briefly. Yes. And I'll start. I've been playing a little game called Metroid Prime 4. It's really fun. Really excited to play more of it. I think I love it, but we'll see where it ranks on my top 10 list next week for this year. And I've also been playing Hades 2, of course, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I finished Expedition 33, but I don't remember if I said that on the podcast or not. But yeah, I completed that. And we'll talk about that as well on the top 10. Also been playing Balatro, so.
I'll go next real quick because the only thing I've been playing lately, I've been playing Stardew with Burb, but is Expedition 33. I've decided to pick it back up on PlayStation and go for the plat. I will be singing this game's praises for as long as it doesn't get old, and probably long after it gets old. And you'll hear way more about this from me next week on the Game Awards podcast that we're gonna do. So, it's a top 5 all time for me. Is I'll leave it at that, and I'll expound more when we get to next week.
Which, by the way, everybody tune in next week. We're doing the our Game of the Year for the Famipod Game of the Year podcast for family.
That's what we're titling it. I hope.
Dennis, I need you to make an overlay with that, with the uhs included, please.
Dennis, what you been playing?
I've been playing Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6.
Nice.
Very nice.
I think we talked about it a little bit offline, but we're on polar opposites where I actually kind of like 5 and hate 6.
Yeah, I was I didn't have like any preconceived notions basically going into them. I know people don't like either of them, but like generally the stuff that I have heard about it was always kind of confusing to me, where it's like, oh, it's not a good Resident Evil game, the game sucks. It's like and like the reasons why people don't like it is because they're action games. So I was like, it kind of sounds like it's just not what you want, and not necessarily that the game is bad. So I kind of went into it with that viewpoint, where it's like, okay, I know that I'm not gonna get what I like from Resident Evil from this, but is it good with what it's trying to do? And my kind of conclusion there is that I think Resident Evil 5 is not a very good action game, yet it wants to be, and Resident Evil 6 is actually a pretty decent action game, and it's also trying to be an action game.
Which one is the one where Chris Redfield punches a boulder?
5.
It's
5. Okay.
Fantastic moment. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with you there. I don't think I personally, well, I'll disagree a little bit. I don't think either are very good action games, but I found Resident Evil 5's fun to be it felt way more like an arcade game than anything Resident Evil. I feel like it literally, like, for whatever reason, feels like a co-op arcade game to me. It feels such a departure from Resident Evil, but I thought the co-op elements were really fun. I liked the reliant that you had to have on your partners. Some of the bosses that required the two characters to be doing different things at the same time was really fun to me. I think playing it by yourself probably didn't help with that.
Yeah, no, I played it. I played most of it myself, except for two missions in two chapters of Chris's campaign, which I played with my friend Carl during New Year's.
Oh, cool.
And he by the end, he was just begging for it to end.
Dude, okay, that's exactly how I felt about Resident Evil 6. That game never fucking ends. It's so long.
I think the problem that we had is the two first chapters of Chris's campaign is probably literally the absolute worst part of the game, because it's all just like generic military shooter. Nothing happens. You're just like, we gotta go to the next checkpoint. We gotta just like a bunch of like military jargon and stuff. And yeah, like basically like chapter 3 in Chris's campaign and forwards was like way more interesting, because that's when like the actual Resident Evil narrative starts to come in, and that narrative was all over the other 3 campaigns as well.
How do you feel about Los Pelagas in general, like being added to like the virus and stuff?
Well, Las Plagas, I think it's not in 6.
Oh, I just meant like in general from 5.
Oh yeah, I mean Las Plagas is from 4 and 5.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay. So that was one thing that I loved from 4 and 5. Then I thought it was in 6, but maybe not. It's been a long time since I played it, but
yeah, 6 has like a new virus.
I thought that like
C virus.
And to be fair, like I love Resident Evil 4, but it also is way more actiony than the first 3. But I think the way they kind of transform the virus with the Los Plagas makes it a bit more engaging as an action game, just because it is way more just stupid, bizarre, dumb shit. And granted, the whole series you're fighting dumb shit the whole time, but I actually quite like.
I should like the reason why I don't think RE5 is a good action game, but 6 is almost entirely down to the controls. Like 6
I
has,
get that.
Modern third-person shooter controls. They're not as good as they ended up being in like Remake 2. But like RE5 has the like dumbass stop when you aim, and the laser
4 and 5 both have like the you can't move while you aim, and it's like, why?
Yeah. And like I just don't understand how anybody likes this more than what we have now, because like when you aim down a gun in real life, the gun is essentially in the center of your view, and you see down the barrel what you're pointing at. And that is what the like crosshairs and stuff in first and third person shooters are emulating. With the laser pointer, your gun is like at the bottom of your screen, and then the pointer goes out from that, so you basically have to do like fucking trigonometry calculations at every single point you're trying to aim, because you're moving up and down, like trying to account for the fact that you're not looking down the barrel of the gun.
Dude, that's partially why it feels like a weird like arcadey game. Like it doesn't feel very like it's not really taking itself very serious, I guess. I don't know. The stakes aren't really that high because it is kind of way more actiony and goofy. Like one of my favorite parts is I kept getting eaten by an alligator. I'm like, just not a zombie, not a monster, just a regular alligator in a swamp. It just kept eating me.
It feels like there's a lot of Gears influence on 5 and 6. Like Gears of War came out, and then
like the military bro thing. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I think definitely also it is Gears of War for sure, but I think also like Dead Space. I think Dead Space was probably a game where it's like, we don't have to do all of the fucking dumbass shit we've done. because to make it scarier or whatever. Like the argument was also like always for like the stop and go and like the tank controls and like the weird ass aiming systems. All of them was like justifications for the horror. But then Dead Space came along and was scarier and didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
I picked up Dead Space around October and played a bit of the remake. And I liked it, but I don't see the fear factor that most people kind of claimed with the game. Maybe I didn't get far enough, but I played probably 3 hours. And I was like, this is fun. I love the dismemberment system. It's awesome. But like the game didn't give me the scare factor, and I'm like easy to scare. So I don't know. Maybe it was a mindset thing. That's but crazy. It could be expectations as well, because I went expecting this is one of the scariest games of all time, and I was like, it's fun. It's a cool atmosphere. But yeah, it didn't give me that. It didn't give me the jeebies at all.
Yeah, I love the Dead Space remake, and then I went back and played the original Dead Space, and then I played Dead Space 2 and 3. And honestly, I think Dead Space 2 is probably one of the best games ever made, to be completely honest. Like, I played that, like, I did, like, of course, like, it's an old PS3 game, and like, when I played it, I was like, I didn't have any high expectations, because it's an old game. Mm-hmm. And I also knew that people liked it a lot, but like I played it and I was just blown away by how fucking incredible that game is.
Nice. Oh,
it's wild.
Let me backtrack a little bit, because when the monsters come at you from the floor and they jump on you and you didn't see them, that scared the fuck out of me. It had a lot of good like jump scares, because like it is a very dark game, and you'll just be kind of running to hit a stupid switch to do a puzzle, and then all of a sudden you're just like getting punched by a fucker, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, something that happens a lot in Dead Space remake is a guy will just be next to you and you're like, why are you here? Where did you come from?
I definitely want to play more of it, because again, I was enjoying it. I'm not talking shit about the game at all. I thought it was really well made, and I think it's just missing a level of intensity that I need. Like, dude, I still stand by Alan Wake 2 is one of the scariest games I played, just because of how intense and immersive it is.
I feel like it was the least scary out of all of these
It's so funny. It's so funny because, dude, that game fucks with me so hard psychologically, and like the intensity, like it freaks me out, man. I think maybe I'm just like more of like a psychological like horror fan. I don't know. It's weird. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
All right. 20 questions.
20 questions. So we're going to start this with a blank slate for 2026.
Oh, explain the changes, because we didn't get to it.
Basically, okay, so we'll have like a big event throughout the year. At some point throughout the year, we'll do like a 20 questions royale, right? But at the end of each episode, we're going to completely rip off Game Scoop. And one of us will have a game for the other two to guess. Basically, if we get stumped, the Dennis will get a point, and if we get it right, Curly and I will get a point. I'll keep a tally of the points throughout the year, which will culminate at the end with our series finale of whatever this is. More on that to come later. But
yeah, well, we also humored the idea. We won't maybe do it, or we might, but like we might throw some other games beside 20 questions in there as well that will also count as the same score. So like if we decide to do a trivia episode, it's still the same points, same scoreboard. And like we'll basically break it down in a season. So like also to rip off another podcast, kind of funny. We'll have like a champion of the season or whatever. And then we'll do the next one, and it's always gonna be me.
All right, I gotta bring up the game that I've chosen.
All right. And for anyone listening to this for the first time, 20 question video games. It's yes or no questions. We try not to be too cheeky. Like it should be a game that, yo, Allie, what up? What up, Gare? It should be a game that we at least should have heard of, at least from the chooser's perspective. You don't want to pick.
Some of us are better at saying in the spirit of that rule than others.
You know, we play it by ear, but you know, those are the rules. And then let's do it.
Allie. All right.
All right.
Cover the chat, Curly. before we get
Oh
started
shit,
here?
you're right. Yeah, Ryan and I had to close chat. Love you guys. Was this game?
Ryan, do you keep
I'm
tabs
keeping
on?
tab.
Yeah.
Yep. I got a sticky note.
Did this game release after the year 2000, January 1st?
Yes.
All right. After 2000, Jan 1st. Question number 2: Is this a? This is a platform exclusive.
Yeah.
Is the platform exclusive to Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Nintendo
Boy's
exclusive.
got taste, man. Look at this guy.
Yeah. It's like this was a Nintendo show at some point, and he was trying to hold on to something.
Hey, those episodes are lost to time. Nobody can prove it.
That's true. That's true. Is it, Curly, you think it's worth asking if this is a first-party Nintendo title?
Absolutely, yeah. It would help me.
Is this a first? Is this a first-party Nintendo title?
Yes.
Does this game take place in the Mario / Mushroom Kingdom universe?
No.
Yeah. Where would he go? It's got to be a universe that has a lot of games or some obscure titles, I would assume.
Wait, why do you assume that?
Because when he does Nintendo exclusives, it's never something that you're expecting. It's always Wario Shake It or
Dude, what was that fucking Mario basketball?
Game that nobody's ever heard of.
Mario Super Sluggers.
Yeah, that one.
No, there was one other one, or maybe he speculated picking it was a basketball.
Oh, there was a DS Mario basketball game, 3v3.
Yeah, the title was literally like Mario Basketball 3v3 or some dick ass.
No, it's Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Yeah.
The asshole. Oh, by the way, because those episodes are lost to time, what's the score currently? Because we should.
We're resetting.
Because I was ahead. We're resetting. Okay, I see. Okay.
Because it's a new year. It's because it's a new year. You won last year.
Oh, so I'm the champion.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hell yeah. Let's go. I'm amazing. God, I'm so fucking incredible. Did you already ask a question? What was yours?
No, you just would. I couldn't ask a question because you're too busy posturing. Is this in the Zelda universe?
No.
Is this game playable on the Nintendo Switch 2?
I don't think so. I'm gonna double check though. You can go at
8
or
7. We're at 7 questions.
Okay. At this point,
it's not available.
At this point, I'm wondering if you're right, Ryan. I'm wondering
You're wondering what?
I kind of want to narrow down if it's a one-off, like, or if it's a franchise has sequels, kind of.
Oh, is this part of a franchise?
Yes.
You said yes.
Yeah. Yes, it's part of a franchise.
Let's figure out console, I guess. I don't really know where to go.
I mean, I feel like there's only so many Nintendo first-party IPs. Like, it's not really that hard to narrow down.
It not being Mario or Donkey Kong, we could burn a lot of questions just trying to figure that out. Like, how do we narrow it down in a smarter way? Like,
I mean, what's topical right now? Metroid?
I mean, Metroid's topical for sure, but like, would we maybe, instead of just asking if it's in the Metroid universe, would we maybe like, is it Metroidvania, or like maybe do genre or style, like is it side scrolling, or I don't know where to go.
We could do one of those stupid like Is this a Metroid, Kirby, or Star Fox game or something like that?
Yeah, that could work.
We narrow it down to 3.
Okay.
It's like
Let's not do Star Fox.
Maybe not Star Fox.
Yeah. What if we do like? Is this like? What would you call like these Wii type games? Like, is it a Wii game, a Wii game?
Those are called the Wii series.
Okay, is this a Wii series, Metroid or Kirby game?
No.
Okay.
No Kirby. No Metroid. No Wii.
And just to clarify, I would include Nintendo Switch Sports in the Wii series.
Of course, you're a good man for that. Thank you. But that's also playable on the Nintendo Switch too, so it doesn't really help. Thank you. Nevertheless. The fact that it's not playable on Switch 2, like, think about that. Almost all, well, I guess it was released after 2000, but most games on 64 are on there, and we've got, so we're looking at either a GameCube, Wii, or Wii U, but all the Wii U games are playable on the fucking Switch, which would be then playable on Switch 2.
Except for
Star Fox Zero.
Zero, which was his last one, was it not?
He's
used Star Fox Zero already.
He used Star Fox 2, didn't he? Or
That's right. It was Star Fox 2. Yep.
So like it could also be a fucking DS or 3DS game. A lot of those aren't playable on the Switch. I mean, we could ask if it's primarily a handheld game because we know that it's not playable on Switch. That would rule out all those. Fuck it. Is this a like a handheld game?
No.
Okay.
How many questions are you at?
10. Okay, so not a handheld game, so that means we're looking at GameCube or Wii or Wii U, right?
Likely GameCube or Wii, yeah. Wii U would be like maybe Wonderful 101, or I don't know if that's even first party. Could be a Splatoon. Well, no, all those are. Well, what about like a Splatoon 1?
There's no shot he picked a Splatoon game. There's only 3 Splatoon games. There's no way Dennis picked a Splatoon title.
I mean, I don't know. He could try and like, because the Wii U. I mean, that is tricky.
Crossing?
Could be an Animal Crossing, yeah. We know that is a franchise. We could ask if the character's playable, like the main character's playable in Smash Ultimate.
If it's a first-party Nintendo title, that character is in Smash. I don't think that helps us too much.
I don't know.
I just don't think it narrows it down enough to warrant burning a question on it. I feel like the answer is just going to be yeah.
Okay. What character then? Because we've ruled out anything Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, Weverse. It's
Little Mac? This is Punch Out for the Wii?
Maybe.
That's what my heart wants it to be. Punch Out doesn't get enough love.
I guess we could go the route of like, does this game feature motion controls?
That's not a bad take. All right. This game feature motion controls?
No.
So that also rules out
no.
Splatoon.
So we're probably not looking at a Wii title then. We're probably looking at GameCube.
Yeah. Does the first Splatoon use motion?
Nintendo game of all time.
I know all the other ones do use the motion aiming, but I don't know about the first one. I never played it. But I imagine you probably can tilt the Wii U gamepad for the motion. But it's also compatible with Wii Wiimotes too. I don't know. Fuck. Could be F-Zero GX. I think that was the GameCube one.
Yeah, that one's playable on.
Oh yeah, that's playable on Switch too.
I think it's hard as hell though. By the way.
Yeah. Should we just ask if it's a GameCube game?
Yeah, I mean we're this. It'll be our 12th question. Let's go for it.
This is a GameCube game.
Yes.
Okay.
GameCube.
Remember, you have to go into settings in F-Zero GX to adjust the analog stick sensitivity.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the game.
It's really important in that game.
The game feels incredible though.
Otherwise, the game is like almost impossible to play. The sensitivity is too high.
I don't know the GameCube library that well.
Okay,
besides,
so Star Fox Adventures jumps off the page immediately.
See, that sounds as basic as Splatoon to me.
But what I mean, it's not Kirby, it's not Metroid, it's not Mario or Zelda. There's no Splatoon on GameCube.
I hear you.
I mean, it's also not Donkey Kong.
I hear you on like the wasted question, but like this still could be a character not in Smash Bros. Like it could be a first party like a Chibi Robo that we're not thinking of because Chibi Robo is not fucking playable in Smash. It's a GameCube first party game.
I mean, shoot it.
Is the main character this playable in Smash Ultimate?
No.
Okay. So I think we're fucked. I don't know this library that well. Especially for first party that's not Mario or Zelda. Fuck yeah, the only games that I had on the GameCube were third party like fucking Mortal Kombat games. I'm just trying to think, Beautiful Joe, Wind Waker, Smash, Melee. There's obviously Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion. There's the Fire Emblem.
Well,
but that's in Smash Ultimate.
The thing. He answered that the character you play as in this game is not playable in Smash. So I mean that eliminates a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like it can't be Fire Emblem. It can't be Star Fox. It can't be. Shit. I don't know what it is. First party game.
Does Chibi Robo have a sequel?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so though.
Remember that you could ask that. That is a viable question.
That is a yes or no. What if the answer is yes, and then we're like, is it Chibi Robo 2? No.
No.
Yeah, dude, I'm out. I don't know. First party that's not in those universes on the GameCube. I've got nothing coming to me but
game.
What Pokemon games came out on GameCube? Was it like Pokemon Coliseum?
Coliseum came out on GameCube, and that might be it that I can recall.
I know there's like Poke Park, but I think that's a Wii game. Fucking hell.
We got 6 questions and a guess. You want to burn one on Pokemon?
I got nothing better, to be honest.
This is a Pokemon game?
No.
No Pokemons.
How many questions are you at?
14.
Would it be worth asking, like, if you play as like a humanoid character?
Maybe.
Because if it could be run into the Hades situations. It's a god, so no. So I'm trying to think of the way to ask it that could also exclude robots.
That one. You're so stupid.
Because a robot is technically humanoid, right? Or I don't know if you'd count that as humanoid.
If Zagreus is not humanoid, a robot is not humanoid.
The definition of humanoid is just any creature that has the shape of a human. That
Right.
has that
Which is not what you
shape.
asked with Zagreus. You asked if he's a human. That's why I'm trying to narrow it down in a way that makes sense. Because a god is not a human.
I hate you. You're a demigod.
Both his parents were gods. Play the fucking game. Dude, I think we just gotta give up and start just naming or asking some dumb shit. Maybe genre or it.
We know nothing about genre. Trying to nail down the genre at this point would be really foolhardy.
I don't think narrowing anything else down. Like I think we're just fucked. Like I legitimately, like, unless you do, I don't know the GameCube library like that. It's just like it's a blank spot for me.
Oh no, Monkey Ball was not a.
No, that's Sega.
Nintendo develop. Okay.
First party Nintendo. I can't think of any.
This. I'm wondering how in the spirit of the game this title is, or we got another Lego Racer situation brewing on our heads.
What do you mean?
Like, how niche is this game?
What about like did Advance Wars get a game? No, that was all handheld, I think.
It's all mobile.
A game like that though, like a first party like that.
You said Beautiful Joe. Is that it?
That's Capcom.
Did Nintendogs get a GameCube game?
Not that I'm aware of. It's very like touch. It's a very touchy game, so I don't think so. Can't be licensed. Nintendo wasn't like licensing things. Soul Calibur is playable in Switch 2 and also not first party. Fuck, dude. It sucks. I almost want to ask, like, are we gonna feel stupid for not knowing it? or are we gonna feel stupid for
I mean, I don't mind it. I've got nothing better. Go for it.
I mean, I would rather ask.
His interpretation of are we gonna feel stupid might be a lot different than our interpretation.
Yeah, I would rather still ask like something dumb like genre, or if it's like do you use a weapon, or is it a puzzle game? I don't know. I don't know anything about this game except it's on the GameCube and not like a playable game and playable character in Smash. That's it.
You want to do like a 3-part question, like for genre, platformer,
platform, puzzle, or sports, maybe. Because it could, like, what if there's like even sports doesn't make sense to me, like, because I'm trying to think of any of the sports games would in the Mario universe, right?
The Mario universe, yeah. So asking sports, probably not. Puzzle, I feel like is very close to the same.
Because
in a platformer might also.
The only thing that I'm saying,
Nintendo publishing that's not Mario.
When I think of a puzzle game, I'm like, there's no character there, so that's why I'm like, that's got maybe in my head where I'm like, if it's a puzzle game, he's technically right because there are no characters, or I don't know. Could be like Pokemon Puzzle League, for example. It's not that because it's not a Pokemon game and also a 64 game. Fuck, dude, I don't know. I would also still like to know if it's the character's like a furry or a human or a robot.
We got, like I said, we got 5 questions.
Yeah.
You play as a humanoid character in this game?
Yes.
What if it's? Well, what did Elite Beat Agents come out on? Was that only on mobile?
I don't know what that is.
Maybe we ask platformer, puzzle, or rhythm game.
Okay.
Or just platformer. No. Is this a puzzle
like
or a rhythm game?
No.
Okay. Now it's almost worth it. Did Chibi Robo get a sequel? I don't think it did, man. Fuck, I can't think. GameCube.
What other genres could we narrow down? So it's not a puzzler, it's not a rhythm game. It's probably not a platformer, right? What other first party like platformers does Nintendo make other than Mario?
I mean, it would.
Mario and Kirby, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean, though. Is like I guess at this point,
Pikmin? No, Pikmin's in.
Yeah, Smash.
Although all of Mario's in Smash. I don't know if whatever GameCube game is on. I mean, whatever Pikmin game.
That was Pikmin 1.
You asked, is the main character of this game playable in Smash? So if it was Pikmin, Olimar would have been yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is I don't know if the
GameCube was Olimar
in the GameCube. Okay.
Yeah. Animal Crossing though.
Well, you play as Villager, right?
Oh, Villager does encompass. I was thinking Isabelle for whatever reason. God damn it. Fucking what the hell?
Isabelle is also in Smash.
Yeah, but she's not the main character.
Oh man. What if we is this a franchise though? It can't be obscure, right? Like it's got to be a prominent. Like, can we ask? Does this franchise have a game currently on the Switch, or a game that was released on the Switch?
That could be helpful. Yeah.
All right. Does this franchise have a game that was released on
say Switch
any
2?
Of the Nintendo?
Yeah. Okay.
not released on the Switch 2. Any of the Switch family of consoles.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it can't be Chibi Robo 2. I got nothing, dude. I'm out.
I can't wait to find out if Chibi Robo 2 is a real game after this.
Well, no, because Chibi Robo is playable on Switch 2.
No, I'm saying I just can't wait to find out if it's actually a real game or not.
Oh, well, he can tell us now because we ruled it out. Like staying silent. Wait, did something in your question not disqualify Chibi Robo 2?
I mean, yeah, no, it's not Chibi Robo. There are multiple Chibi Robo sequels.
Shit. Okay. Interesting. Didn't know that. Fucking A, dude.
Two questions and a guess.
What about... Does the GameCube Punch-Out actually star Little Mac? Maybe we're thinking of that wrong. Is it... Well, no, it would be either Little Mac or... Wait, did the GameCube even have a Punch-Out? What if it's like fucking Excite Bike or some dumb... what the fuck?
We had a Punch-Out.
What if didn't Excite Trucks or some bullshit? That's not on GameCube though.
It's not.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wasn't there an Excite Bike on GameCube?
Bro, I don't know. Maybe one of the questions should be, are you like primarily vehicled in this game?
Vehicled is crazy. I hate you.
Shit, we should have asked sports or racing.
We can ask it.
Do you primarily control a vehicle in this game?
Yes.
Oh,
shit.
One question, I guess, left.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
What was the question that you asked for the franchise thing? How did you word it? Because Excite Bike
part of a franchise.
Well, no, the Switch family one. Because Excite Bikes is technically playable on the Switch one.
Yeah, no games of this franchise are any of the games in this franchise playable on the Switch family of consoles.
You said sequels. Are sequels of this franchise playable on the Switch family console?
Oh, so it could have been chibi. We didn't rule that out.
This is in the Excite Bike franchise.
Are you asking him that?
Oh,
I feel like no, that's not a question. Yeah, I just feel like that's the only thing we got left. Should we ask that, Carly?
What would it even be? Is Excite Trucks on the GameCube? Because I thought that was an older game. Like, I could not pull out of my ass what the sequels to Excite Bike are. Except I think Excite Trucks is a thing. I don't know if I'm just tripping or if that's a real game or not.
I think you're right.
But like,
and if he says yes, we go with Excite Trucks. If he says no, we're screwed anyway.
It's gonna be like Hyper Bikes 3000 or some dumb shit. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Is this in the Excite Bike franchise?
No.
God.
Fuck. Okay. Hail Mary here. Heavily vehicled. Vehicled, sorry.
I hate everything.
Can't be Mario Kart.
Vehicle.
Can't be
Diddy Kong Racing was 64. Also in the Donkey Kong / Mario universe.
Can't be F-Zero.
Can it be F-Zero?
Wait. Do you play as Captain Falcon in...
What if because you can choose your racer, he's not the main character? But he still is.
F-Zero is also playable on Switch.
That's a good point. We already ruled that out.
It is? Oh yeah, you said you played it. Yeah.
Also, vehicle controlled game doesn't necessarily mean racing game.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a spaceship game. It could be a number of vehicles, but I got nothing. I've had nothing this entire time. I don't know. I'm spent.
Vehicles.
I wonder. This isn't a question, but does Chad have it? Has Chad?
Yes. Or
Fuck.
Kind of.
Oh man.
Now we look stupid. Nope. Ryan, you got anything?
No.
It's a franchise. I don't know.
Franchise.
What if it's like
game? Which look, bonus information here. there are games of this franchise playable on the Switch.
What?
Well, that is a new question.
No. I'm not asking you. I'm saying you've already given us that information based off the fact that you had to clarify the question of are there games on the Switch in this on the Switch family of consoles. Because you said, oh no, you asked sequels, which means he had to clarify because there are games of this franchise playable on the Switch.
I'm so fucking confused. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I asked, are there games in this? Are there sequels to this franchise?
Oh, okay.
Playable
So
on
an
the
older
Switch
game, not a sequel.
but there is an
playable.
older game because he clarified. So it's bonus information.
How does that help? First party Nintendo on GameCube though, like there wasn't fucking like thinking vehicle games like Gradius, but that's not first party Nintendo. And also,
what other vehicular based games have franchises on Nintendo?
Fucking what is the Pilot Wings? What is that game? Fuck, what is that fucking Nintendo franchise? Pilot Wings?
Pilot Wings.
What is it called? Fuck.
It is indeed called Pilot Wings.
But what was the GameCube one? Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure Pilot Wings had a fucking GameCube game, and I don't know what it's called.
Y'all gotta guess soon. Come on.
I don't have it. I don't know what it's called. The fucking Pilot Wings Adventure, or like.
Can we just say?
Oh, dude, this is gonna drive me crazy. Wait. Oh no, it's there.
Can we just say, is it the Pilot Wing game that released?
I would say it's a valid answer.
That's all I got. Pilot Wings GameCube game.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're wrong. There are no Pilot Wings games on GameCube.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Okay. Released in late 2001 on the GameCube. Developed by Nintendo Software Technology.
It's Wave
published
Race.
by Nintendo. The game is a sequel to a 1996 Nintendo 64 game. It is Wave Race Blue Storm.
I hate him.
No, that's on us, bro.
That is 100% on you.
Yeah, that's on us. Damn it, Wave Race. Yeah. I'm stupid.
What is Wave Race?
What? Dude, Wave Race was the dopest fucking Nintendo
Wave
64
Race
game.
64 is like one of the most iconic
I didn't
games
play
on
the
platform.
GameCube one, but I knew of the game Blue. What is it? Blue Racer? Or
Blue Storm.
Blue Storm. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. But the fact that we didn't even think about Wave Race upsets me. Dude. That was a good one. I'm not even mad about that. That's on me right there.
So
I should have guessed that.
One thing I want to clarify, because I was kind of thinking of this while you were talking about the Smash question. If you would have asked the question, is this game in Smash Bros? That would have been yes.
Right.
Because there are trophies and there are, like, you can play.
Well, that's why I
Wave Race
specified
64
playable in it.
That would,
exactly.
That was
like the way you worded the question, which was, is the main character of this game playable in Smash Bros? Like, that is a no.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. Yeah.
So the wording of the question is important, and like, I mean, I would have been really happy to lead you guys astray, but like. Yeah, like I think that would have, like, yes, the game is in Smash Bros.
That wouldn't have helped though, knowing that.
I think it would have made it worse. We would have went down the Smash Bros rabbit hole.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Wave Race is a good call, dude. That's a good man. Yeah, first party vehicle games.
I've never played either of those.
By the way, did you guys know that Wave Race Blue Storm is the third Wave Race game?
No.
There's
Wouldn't-
apparently a wave race game on Game Boy,
What?
and that is the first entry.
What does
in
it
the
look
series.
like? Because these are like 3D games.
Yeah, I actually have no idea.
Have we considered Lego Racers too? Yeah, Shaboink. Yo, what up, Shaboink? Yeah, you had it, man. Wave Race. At what point did Shaboink have it?
I don't know. It was about in the middle, I think. Maybe like between 10 and 15, something like that.
Oh, man, that hurts. That hurts that I didn't even think of it, man. Nintendo first party vehicle, knowing that it's not fucking first, like the first party you think of. Like, all I can think of now is like, yeah, Wave Race and Pilot Wings, sure. But like, was it really not a GameCube one? Was it only on the Wii that I'm thinking of?
Pilot Wings.
Yeah.
I think Pilot Wings is just
Dude, I'm thinking of the
Super
fucking
Nintendo
Wii Sports Resort
and 3DS.
I'm thinking of the stupid Wii Resort.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think
Which was actually pretty fun. That kicked ass.
Yeah. But yeah, the Pilot Wings Resort on 3DS was set on the same island as Wii Sports Resort.
Man, yeah, you got me, dude. That was good. All right.
Wave Race on Game Boy is a top-down racing game.
Whoa. Okay. You should get it for your Lego Game Boy.
Yeah, I actually have played Blue Storm on this thing.
Of course you. Oh, he had to show it. I thought we were gonna make one whole episode without seeing the goddamn thing. He couldn't last the whole time. He knew what he was doing. You know what? Like, we need. Okay, Ryan, we need to start asking. Have you played it on that stupid Game Boy thing?
That's a great question.
That is
All
so
right.
out of focus.
Well,
There we go.
Yeah, there we
Wave
are.
Race Blue Storm.
Dude, Wave Race kicks ass, Ryan. You should play it. I think it probably didn't
I'm
age
gonna
as
give it
well
a
as you
shot.
think.
I
Like, the Crash Bandicoot 3, I hate all the gimmicks, but they tried to do what Wave Race did, and they fucking sucked at it. I hate those stupid
believe-
jet ski levels.
I'm like pretty sure Wave Race 64 is on the Switch Classics,
I think so.
Nintendo Classics.
Interesting. Very interesting.
All right, bring us home, baby.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for episode 2 of the 2026 run of Famipod, a family podcast.
No, this
Dennis,
is
thank you for
episode
joining
1.
us. No, come on.
Fantasy Critics, not an
No.
episode of Famipod.
It's got Famipod in the logo at the bottom, doesn't it?
That's our branding. That's our channel name. Or something.
It's a family game. It's a family stream.
Yeah.
It's just family group corporate.
The Famipod Family
Famipod.
Podcast is separate.
We do need to figure out if our channel name is Famipod or
Dude,
not.
you know what's crazy? Like, I tried to, because every handle is different on our socials right now, because, like, it was stupid trying to be like, well, sometimes Famipod's available, or sometimes Famipodcast is available, but on a couple platforms it wasn't, so I had to do Famipod Podcast. It's such a pain in the ass. I don't know. Anyway, this is episode 1.
Sure. Episode 1 of our 2026 campaign of Famipod. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Shaboink. Thank you, Leggy. Thank you, Bopper. Thank you, Burb. We will see y'all next week for our Game Awards. And I hope y'all have a great night. We're going to awkwardly wave goodbye. And as the French say, au revoir.
Oui, oui. Out of my penis.